Imagine the year 3000, but before we jump that far, we have to go back to the very beginning, when humans still couldn't distinguish between stone and bread. In the Stone Age, people lived nomadically, hunting, and there was no such thing as electricity. I, the stickman, was just throwing spears at mammoths, thinking, how can I survive without Wi-Fi? A few thousand years later, humans began to understand agriculture. They didn't just eat what was available, but they also started planting crops. I'm still a stickman, but now I'm a farmer with a stone hoe. Back then, there were no tractors, so if you wanted to plant corn, you had to rely on your muscles and pray for rain. Moving on to ancient civilizations. The Egyptians built pyramids, the Romans built roads, and the Chinese built the Great Wall. I was assigned to work as a pyramid laborer. It was tiring, but worth it, and the views were Instagrammable. Back then, there were no cameras, so I can only tell stories. After that, the Dark Ages, aka the Middle Ages. I became a knight, carrying a sword, riding a horse, but my job wasn't always war. Sometimes I guarded the king, sometimes I tended the kitchen. Science and technology stagnated, but the entertainment was pretty good, jousting tournaments and market dramas. Then came the Enlightenment. People started to become curious about science, and discoveries exploded everywhere. I was briefly Isaac Newton's assistant. When an apple fell on his head, he thought about gravity. Me? I thought about making apple pie. Entered the Industrial Revolution. Steam engines, factories, trains. I became a factory operator, but the noise of the machines was like a loud version of a rock concert. People moved from the countryside to the city, looking for work. Pollution began to rise, but humans also made things faster. In the 20th century, the world became busier. There were cars, planes, and radio. I became the first airplane pilot, even though it only flew for 12 seconds. But it was still cool. World wars also broke out, and technology became even crazier. Radar, early computers, even the atomic bomb all appeared in this era. Fast forward to the space age. In 1969, humans landed on the moon. I joined the Apollo missions, but my job was just to hold the flag. Even so, it felt incredible. From the Stone Age to stepping on the moon? Wow! Toward the end of the 20th century, computers started getting smaller and could fit into homes. I learned to type while playing solitaire. The internet was born, and suddenly the world felt like one big village. Everyone could chat, even across continents. At the beginning of the 21st century, smartphones entered. I thought at first it was just for making calls, but it turns out it can be used for anything, taking photos of food, stalking your ex, or watching cat videos for 3 hours nonstop. In 2050, AI will be very smart. I work with robots that can cook, sweep, even make jokes. But there is also drama. Humans are afraid of AI taking all the jobs. Luckily, I'm a stickman, no one wants to replace me. In 2100, the Earth began to tire of humans. Climate change is getting worse. Cities on the coast were flooded, many forests were lost. I joined the project to move humans to Mars, but the tickets were expensive, so most of the people stayed on Earth. By 2200, humans already have cities under the sea and in Earth's orbit. I live in an underwater apartment, with a view of stingrays every morning. But apparently, the internet signal underwater is often grumpy. By 2300, teleportation technology is commonplace. There are no more traffic jams. But sometimes people get lost and teleport to public restrooms in other countries. It's quite embarrassing. By 2500, Earth already has artificial rings like Saturn's. They're said to be for giant solar energy, but they're also a tourist attraction. I'll open a coffee shop there, and my customers are astronauts and alien tourists. In the year 2700, humans will be able to upload their consciousness to a server. So if they get bored with their physical bodies, they can simply move to the virtual world. I tried it, but I ended up missing real meatballs. In the year 2900, Earth and Mars were connected by a space elevator. The ride took 7 days, but the views made you forget about paying your electricity bill. Finally, the year 3000. Earth is no longer what it once was. Cities float in the sky, the seas are clear again thanks to cleaning technology, and all energy is renewable. I, the eternal stickman, just smile as I sip my coffee, thinking, it's been a long journey from stone to star. But one thing hasn't changed from the Stone Age to the year 3000. Humans still love stories. And I will continue to be that storyteller, who knows how long.